find a quiet space where you can be undisturbed for the next while. Gently lower yourself into a comfortable seated position. Allow your spine to find its own natural and dignified alignment, neither rigid nor slumped. Rest your hands softly on your lap or upon your knees, palms open to receive the moment. If you wish, you may softly close your eyes or simply lower your gaze to a spot on the floor before you. Begin by taking 3 deliberate breaths, simply noticing the cycle of air moving in and out. With the next inhale, invite a sense of settling, as if your body is gently descending into its foundation. And with the exhale, release any obvious tension you are holding in your shoulders and your jaw. Now, let your breathing return to its own natural and effortless rhythm. Simply observe the breath as it is, the cool stream of the inhale, the warmer flow of the exhale. Notice the slight pause at the top of the inhalation and the quiet suspension at the bottom of the out-breath. For these few moments, let your awareness rest solely on this gentle tide within you. Whenever your attention wanders, as minds naturally do, gently guide it back to the sensation of the breath. Without judgment, simply returning to the coolness entering, the warmth departing. Now, within this calm attention, we will set an intention for this practice. Today, we are not seeking warmth or softness. We are cultivating clarity, alert stillness, and resonant peace. We are opening our awareness to sensations that are sharp, clean, and vividly present. Release any expectation of what meditation should feel like. And instead, invite a quality of receptive listening to whatever may arise. Now, we gently transition from this inner focus to the landscape of our meditation. I invite you to imagine in your mind's eye a place of vast and majestic stillness. You are within the heart of a pristine mountain glacier in the first delicate light of dawn. All around you are vast, sculpted formations of ancient blue ice. They glow with a soft internal radiance from the first pale light washing across the sky. The air is profoundly still and so clear it feels like a lens. With your next inhalation, imagine drawing in this clean, cold air. Feel it fill your lungs, a crisp, clarifying sensation that sharpens your awareness. As you exhale, release any lingering mental fog, any clinging warmth. Listen into the profound silence of this high glacial basin, It is not an empty silence, but a deep and resonant one. A silence so complete you can hear the faint, distant crack of ice shifting far beneath the surface. A silence punctuated by the softest sigh of wind moving over a distant ridge. You are not here to change this landscape or to wander through it. You are here to be present within it, observant and unmoving. To feel the weightless, suspended quality of simply being, of observing without needing to interact. Your gaze is drawn across the glacial plain to a single, distant peak. It is just beginning to catch the very first direct beam of the morning sun. A point of brilliant white fire against the deep blue dawn. Let this distant, steady beacon be your visual anchor. And for now, simply rest here in this first moment of arrival. Breathing the clean, cold air. Listening to the deep silence. Observing the pale light on blue ice. Establishing your presence in this vast and crystalline stillness. We will continue from this place of prepared and receptive awareness. Now, from this place of arrival, we begin to deepen our focus. Let your awareness settle fully on the rhythm of your breathing. With each inhalation, draw in the imagined clean, cold air of the high glacier. Feel it as a stream of clarity, cooling the passages of your nose and throat, filling your lungs with a sensation of pristine, almost sharp vitality. With each exhalation, release warmth and any sense of heaviness. As if your breath is a gentle polish, leaving only alertness behind. In, clarity. Out, release. Now, expand your awareness from the breath to include the imagined space around you. Sense the vastness, the open, monumental scale of this glacial basin. You are seated within a cathedral of ancient ice. All around, vast sculpted blue ice formations rise and curve. Their surfaces are smooth, wind-carved, and flowing like frozen waves. They hold a soft glow, the first pale light of dawn reflecting in deep blue and violet. This light does not warm, it reveals. It reveals the clarity and the form of everything it touches. Now, turn your attention to the quality of the silence here. Listen into it. This is not a silence of absence, but of profound presence. It is a deep, resonant stillness that seems to hold sound within it. Listen for the subtle acoustics of this place. A distant crack, like a muffled chord, as the glacier shifts imperceptibly in its sleep. The softest sigh of wind, a whisper moving over a ridge a mile away. Let these sounds come to you. You do not need to reach for them. Simply be the one who is listening, receptive and open. Your entire being becomes an ear, listening to the silence between the sounds. And the sounds within the silence. Maintain this weightless, suspended feeling. You are an observer, perfectly placed, with no need to move or alter anything. Your gaze, in your mind's eye, can return to that single, distant peak. It now holds the first direct sunbeam of the day. A brilliant, focused point of white gold light against the deep blue sky. Let this be your visual anchor, steady and constant. When you notice your attention has drifted into thought, gently acknowledge it. And here we introduce a gentle metaphor. See if you can view each thought as an ice crystal. It forms sharp and distinct in the cold air of your awareness. It may catch the light for a moment, intricate and clear. And then, like a crystal on a breeze, it simply drifts away, transient and dissolving back into the vastness. No need to follow it or push it away. Simply note, a crystal, and let it go. Return your listening attention to the deep, resonant silence. Return your visual focus to the sunlit peak, your anchor. Return your bodily sensation to the clean, cold air filling your lungs. Each breath a refreshment of this crystalline awareness. The cold is not a discomfort, it is the very medium of this clarity. It sharpens the senses, it defines the edges of your awareness. Feel the slight, clean sting of it with each inhale. The way it makes you feel alert, present, and exquisitely still. Continue to listen to the vast silence, the distant ice, the soft wind. Continue to observe the blue ice glowing, the steady sunbeam on the peak. Continue to feel the cold air, the suspended weightlessness of just being here. We are not building a wall of concentration, but rather polishing a lens of awareness until it is clear and undistorted. Each time the lens fogs with thought, with planning, with memory, gently, with the next cold, clean breath, wipe it clear again. Back to listening. Back to the anchor of light. Back to the sensation of the breath, cool in, warm out. Rest in this concentrated, receptive state, where you, the glacial silence, and the dawn light are not separate, held in a single, crystalline moment of attention. As your concentration deepens, gently release any effort to hold the imagery together. Allow the landscape to sustain itself as if it has always been here within your awareness. Let the clean, cold air breathe itself through you. Feel the vastness of the glacial basin, not as a scene you watch, but as a space you inhabit. The boundary between the inner observer and the outer stillness begins to soften. You are not looking at the blue ice, you are present within its glow. The first pale light now seems to emanate from the ice itself, illuminating from within those vast sculpted formations, revealing veins of cobalt and cerulean. Sense the age and the weight of this place and your own lightness within it. The weightless, suspended feeling becomes total, a sense of floating in clear, still air. There is no need to interact, only to be perfectly integrated into the silence. Now, listen more deeply to the unique acoustics of this deep silence. The distant ice crack is no longer just a sound, it is a vibration felt in the bedrock of your awareness. A deep, resonant pulse that travels through the ice and through you. The soft wind is the breath of the mountain itself, flowing over you and through you. You are listening with your whole being. Your mind is an open, receptive chamber. Each sound is a note, and the silence between is the music. Turn your attention fully to the sensation of the breath. Each inhalation is a wave of that clean, cold air washing through every cell. It carries a sensation of absolute clarity, as if your inner world is being rinsed with light. The cold is sharp, yet it does not bite. It defines, it refines. With every exhalation, you release the very last traces of warmth, of mental fog, of separation. Your visual anchor remains, that single distant peak crowned in direct sunbeam. But now the light seems to flow from that peak, a river of brilliant white gold. It flows across the glacier, connecting you to the distant heights. You are here, and the sunlit peak is there, and the light is a bridge of pure awareness. Now, as thoughts or sensations arise, continue with the gentle metaphor. See each one as an ice crystal forming in the air before you. A thought of memory, sharp and distinct, an intricate, fleeting shape. A feeling or a sound, another crystal, catching the dawn light for a single moment. Observe its perfect, transient form. And then simply let the cold, clear air dissolve it, watching it vanish into the vast, welcoming stillness. No crystal lasts, each one is released back into the whole. Your mind becomes like the sky, vast and clear, where crystals form and disappear without trace. Let go of the need to guide the meditation. Surrender into the flow of the experience itself. The glacier cradles you, the silence holds you, the light permeates you. There is no longer a you meditating on the glacier. There is only this crystalline, resonant and aware stillness. The sensation of cold, clean air, the deep acoustic silence, the glowing blue light, they are not separate. They are one experience, and you are not separate from it. You are the awareness in which this vast, silent dawn is unfolding. Rest in this expansive, unified perception. Time slows, settles, becomes as solid and as fluid as the ancient ice. A moment here is an eternity, and eternity is held in this single, cold, clear breath. Listen. Breathe. Be. The peak glows, the ice holds its deep blue light, the silence resonates. And you are utterly present, suspended in the flawless clarity of now. Dwell here in the heart of the immersion for as long as it unfolds. Gradually, ever so gently, begin to soften the intensity of your immersion. Allow the vastness of the glacial basin to become a feeling held within you rather than a world around you. Take 3 more conscious breaths of that clean, cold air. Savor the sharp clarity of each inhale, the soft release of each exhale. Acknowledge the deep stillness that has held you, the resonant silence that has been your companion. Offer a silent moment of gratitude for this space of crystalline awareness. Thank the ancient ice for its lesson in weightless permanence. Thank the distant peak for its steadfast anchor of light. Thank the clear, cold air for its gift of sharpened presence. Now, very slowly, allow your awareness to expand to include the sensations of your physical form. Begin to feel the points of contact where your body meets the cushion or the chair. The solidity beneath you, supportive and grounding. Notice the temperature of the room you are in, the air on your skin. Hear the subtle sounds that surround you in this present space. As you transition, carry the essential qualities of the glacier with you. Carry the clarity like the light on blue ice. Carry the stillness like the deep, resonant silence between mountains. Carry the sense of observation, weightless and unattached. Let the brilliant light on the distant peak gently soften in your mind's eye. Let it become a warm, glowing sensation in the center of your chest or in the space behind your eyes. A reservoir of the dawn's quiet illumination now held within you. Gently begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, reintroducing small, deliberate movement. Stretch your spine slightly with a slow and mindful elongation. Roll your shoulders with care, releasing any residual stillness from the posture. Take a deep, full breath of the air in your room and release it with a soft sigh. Become aware of the space around you, the dimensions of the room, the quality of its light. Before you open your eyes, set a gentle intention for integration. That this crystalline clarity may accompany you not as a memory, but as a quality of attention. That you may move through your day with the poised awareness of an observer, listening deeply. That you may meet thoughts as transient ice crystals, sharp, distinct, and letting them go. That the clean, cold sensation of a focused breath remains a refuge you can return to. Now, when you feel ready, allow your eyelids to flutter gently open. Do so slowly, without rushing, letting the light of your environment greet you softly. Blink a few times, welcoming the shapes and colors of your surroundings. Take a moment to simply sit, feeling the integration of the inner landscape with the outer one. You are here, present in this room, yet carrying the vastness within. The glacial dawn is not left behind. It is now a part of your inner atmosphere. A place you can return to in a single breath, a single moment of listening. Hold in your heart the final, enduring image of those vast, sculpted blue ice formations glowing with the first pale light. A symbol of ancient stillness and of a mind polished clear. When you feel complete, you may gently conclude your practice. Moving from your seat with mindful care, carrying the resonant peace with you.